No, this is not deja vu. I think on the last video I was doing the same thing. Was it?
We had a white Challenger.
Oh yeah, it was a white Challenger in the same exact spot. No, he didn't paint it. This is just another Challenger that has seen better days. I'm just checking over the cooling system, making sure all is well. In the past, this one had a ruptured oil cooler, and it had a real bad mix of oil in the cooling system. So I've been fighting to try to get that out, replaced everything. I don't know if I still have a defective part or not, so that's what I'm looking into right now.
My issue is, don't he still got the wrong fan?
Yeah. Yep.
It's your favorite customer, ain't it?
He keeps playing games with the fan. Here's the connector that's still free. He done went and bought a dual fan, but it still works off the same connector. Pay like $200 online, however much, I don't know. Put it in, it's the wrong thing. And after I keep telling him, hey, you gotta go to the dealership. Playing online games is not gonna work. Chrysler sometimes can be real funny. Just yesterday I had the same issue. Customer thought he can go in the store for a last video and get a thermostat. Didn't work, caused problems. So, parts are really strange when it comes to these Dodges. What you got there? Wrapping paper?
Yeah. Our daughter is turning 18, and I have to wrap her gift. I also have lunch and a birthday card for her that we need to sign together.
Sound like a winner.
Okay, I'll be back.
This one has a complaint about shaking or vibrating under low speeds, and I felt it. It feels very rough, like the tires are overinflated. I did check the tire pressure on the display on the inside, and it was all at 35. I never trust that. I am going to physically put my tire gauge on it that I know that's calibrated and check them to make sure it matches that, because sometimes that can be off. If tires are overinflated, it'll give a rough ride. It's like it got bad shocks or something. The truck only got 40,000 miles on it. I'm gonna go talk with the customer some more to make sure we're on the same page. A bunch of green stuff on it. These newer trucks, man, I don't know, it might be nice. I think this is 2022. I think you want to get his diff changed too, but I don't think it's time for that. I think the mileage interval is on down the road. 23. She's fresh.
Now question for me and maybe some of the viewers. Is this the exact same as the Escalade?
Yes, in a sense. Escalade, all Escalades, from my understanding, come with the 6.2. When you get into GMC and Chevrolet, you have the option to go 5.3 and 6.2. This is the 5.3, but the 5.3 and the 6.2, one and the same. Externally, the same exact thing. It's just internally, you're gonna have a different bore and stroke to make the displacement a 6.2, which gives you slightly more power. That's it. Now, you do also have the option of the inline 6 Duramax. I don't recommend that engine. When it first came out, I was pretty stoked about it. Oh man, Cadillac, because Cadillac, you can get the diesel as well. Like, yes, let's just face it, GM, man, they make some beautiful trucks, but the quality I'm not too happy about. So I was really stoked to hear about the 3-liter Duramax until I found out they run the oil pump off a belt, a wet belt system. I'm like, how does this make sense? And to service that belt, you have to take the whole back part of the engine off. The transmission got to come down. The whole engine got to be disassembled. It's so weird. So, meaning if that belt pop, you lose oil pressure, engine is shot right away. Is no, let me just take it easy and pull over if I lose oil pressure. Damage is done. So, and I do not like belts inside an engine. It's just the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Are these prone to the lifter issues?
These are actually more prone, yes, still prone to the same things, but now they have locking up issues. So if the transmission's giving out wasn't enough, if the lifters weren't giving out wasn't enough, now GM has a defective bottom end where you just be riding down the road and gloop, engine lock up. So yeah, they've been recalling a lot of these. I think that engine locking up mess started in like 22, 21, or maybe 20. Somebody write down in the comments. But GM to me is kind of went downhill. A lot of people ask because they were beautiful trucks, so a lot of people are attracted to the look of them. And they ask me, "Oh, I was thinking about getting this. What do you think?" Like, no, go Ford. At least with Ford, you just have to worry about the trans. The reason I say the trans because Ford and GM got together on a particular transmission that's widely used in their trucks, and yeah, Ford shares that transmission. That's prone to problems, but you don't have to worry about no engine problems. So I'll take the trans problems over everything else. These trucks are too nice and too expensive to be having quirky issues. It's just ridiculous. I had a GMC YUKONS, similar to this one, about a 2020, 21, oil cooler busted. It just messed up his whole entire cooling system. Remember that big, beautiful truck?
We filmed it.
Yeah, we did. Man, that truck was gorgeous. I think it was fully loaded. This one is not quite decked out like that one was. That one was a Denali, that's why. This one is not a Denali, it's just a regular Yukon. So Denali is like the higher trim level I think you can get. I don't know. Man, what will I tell you? So let me go talk to this customer and make sure we're on the same page. And let me check the air pressure first.
Not worth it, right?
What?
You get, yeah.
I went to my family in this. I get an Expedition.
Really?
That's what I'm looking at. Oh, it is beautiful too. They making, it's funny because we all like the look of the GMs.
Yeah.
So Ford has,
Better?
no, they cop their look. So now the Ford Expeditions are looking like the Tahoes and these. It's the weirdest thing. You put them next to each other and you be like,
Yeah,
okay, I can tell you copied off a GM.
I see that.
Well, first of all, it's your favorite person.
Yo. Ain't on no money today.
You ain't never got
We
no
are
money.
brokey. We brokey.
Now, what you need a Yukon for?
Huh?
What you need a
I
Yukon
was trying to get Uber, you know what I mean? But
Oh.
that ain't even worth it these
for?
days.
What you trying to get, like the Uber Black? Get the
Yeah.
Lincoln Navigator. You trying to get something luxury? Or you just want a black truck?
No, as long as it's like like something this size, but it has to be black.
Get the Navigator. If you
Navigator?
want luxury, yeah.
You got.
Same as the Expedition.
Same thing.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
So go for a Navigator than GMC or
Ford
Chevy.
has been on point.
Okay.
Lincoln is Ford.
Yeah, Lincoln is Ford, I know.
So you either get the Expedition, but
Or-
if you're trying to do Uber Black, I would go Navigator.
Navigator, yeah, it's more.
Luxurious.
Luxury,
You
you
want
know
the
what I
big
mean?
money clients.
That's what I'm talking about. You know, I'm trying to get a couple of people inside that car, though. I don't know. I mean, gotta get something.
I got a feeling he's having tire issues. These tires are starting to dry rot.
Yeah, they all
around
bullshit.
the edge.
Stone bullshit.
Very weird. So, those tires are very questionable. Tires matter, good people. Like, of course, when they was brand new, they're gonna feel very nice, but as soon as they get old and start showing signs of little dry rot cracks, it's a good idea to replace them.
What's the date on them?
22.
The tires?
Yeah, so they're not out of date. They could just, I don't know. But the shocks, I doubt there's something wrong with the shocks. It's just regular shocks. So I don't want to throw parts at this stuff. I'm just looking at the obvious. Sometimes you have to start simple. This one is a little low, 33. The computer said all the tires was 35. So you see what I mean? I don't trust it. Yeah, they're starting to show dry rot signs. I don't know if you can pick that up on camera. But
What am I looking at?
I
The
got my
small
laser.
little cracks.
Yep. See it?
I do.
So, and all up through here. So when that happens, the tire compound gets hard and it's no longer soft and it's not able to absorb the imperfections in the road, because tires and shocks, they play a part in comfortability. The shocks takes up the big bumps, and the tires takes up the little small imperfections, because the tires are flexes. And if the tires get hard and start experiencing dry rot that ain't even out of date yet, it can start affecting the ride quality of the vehicle. And I think that's what is going on here. I don't think this gentleman needs nothing, to be honest with you. Tires and the differential, I don't think it's time. It only got 40,000 miles on it. But I'm gonna go look it up and speak with the customer to make sure we're on the same page.
Speak with the customer, but can we put it in the air just to have a look under? We got a lift
Do
available.
we have a lift?
Yes, we do.
Okay, I'll put it in
Protocol, sir.
there.
I
But
told y'all Alice is the
if I
hardest.
put it in the air, I have to charge him. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, that's why I said talk to him first.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I looked at the shocks, they're not leaking. They look fine. I
Ask
put
him-
it in the air. I'm
ask
pretty
him,
sure
does
I
he
can
want
find
it an inspection
I'm
while
not gonna
he's
find
here?
nothing at 40,000.
You don't know that though.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. What?
I said I know.
Okay, so
No, I know I'm not gonna find nothing.
do you want to bet? 'Cause from
We
where I'm
can.
sitting, I won the last competition that we had.
Look, I know these strips like the back of my hand. I
It
was
don't
doing
matter,
that
though.
bit.
Listen, policies and protocols in place. If I can't get the head in charge to do it, I don't understand. Go on back there now. So y'all see how what I have to deal with?
You're halfway right on this one.
I'll say it again. Say it again for the people.
Halfway.
They're probably gonna jump on me in the comments.
My wife is halfway right. He just wanted all looked over. Me, my wife was like, everybody not cheap, babe.
It ain't
But
about
it's not about being cheap. It's
Yeah.
about, I just look at everybody's wallet like mine. I need to stop doing that.
Well, no, it's not about cheap though. It's sometimes when people come here, it's about peace of mind. Yeah, you verbally telling him I found the problem, ain't nothing wrong, but ain't nothing like a report of you finding nothing. And he agreed. So he still wants to pay you to put it on rack and look everything over because he just bought the car.
Gotcha.
That's all.
And he trusts my opinion.
Correct,
But
because listen,
he just took it somewhere else. They were like, oh, I don't know what's wrong with it. They
Thank
couldn't
you.
tell him nothing. Versus me, I looked at it. I was like, we need to start off with tires. And I gave him the whole breakdown of how. What are y'all doing over there? I'm making noise.
I wanted to point out ADHD tendencies.
What tendencies?
Nothing, I'm messing with him.
Anywho, I just explained everything I explained to you guys. I think I explained it to you.
Yes, but if he leaves here with the report, we recommended him go to Butler Tires. They might say, well, you need shocks. Because I just got a report. Stick with the
Nothing-
protocol,
nothing wrong with
husband.
the shots. All right, I need
Tell me
my-
I'm the greatest.
You the greatest all the time.
See what
all
I'm
the
saying?
time, the greatest.
I love you.
Gotta get a look at this.
He was asking if there's a Pacific for one.
No, they both the same.
You know, you need just a little
not
bit Gorilla
consistent.
Glue. You can put it back on.
That shit was blue, like.
I was like glue.
And you know, Mo, what you experience is the ride is rough in the back.
No, when you drive and you hit the
Bump?
bumps,
Uh-huh. Well, that's because of those bags. You need to take
What
those
is this? This doesn't
those
work?
those are helper bags.
Well, they ain't helping
And-
shit. They ain't doing
Okay,
shit.
so that's not the original coil spring for this. First of all, that coil spring is way too thick.
Beefy.
Yes.
Yeah, heavy
Somebody.
duty.
So what they did was they done altered the rear suspension of this vehicle. So it's gonna,
hauling shit.
even though we're changing the shocks, even though they need to be changed, you're still gonna be. Yes, they were hauling stuff. You're still gonna feel bumps every little thing back here because the springs are too
Springs
beefy.
too big for the
and,
car.
yep. And then they got helper bags.
And they ain't helping.
No,
They doing shit.
watch your head. They're
Please.
helping, but what they was doing is they probably had a lawn care business and carrying heavy
Oh,
stuff.
heavy
So
stuff,
when they
so
put the
it's
trail
fine.
on, the bottom used
Yeah,
to
right,
sink
right,
down,
right,
and they didn't like that. So they upgraded the rear so it can stay up. What you got?
I didn't want to say that this is ghetto. What is
This is, girl, we in the hood, so I gotta keep it in the hood, baby.
This
We
is
in the
ghetto.
hood. I found me a house in Cascade. I go lock this bitch up. Yes, sir. Like, yo, Cascade, be alert.
Let's go, friend. I'm gonna need you to put
You
your
know why I
real-
put this? Somebody was trying to ram me, so he fucked up his bumper instead of fucking my shit.
Somebody ran into the back.
Yeah.
Oh man, they scratched.
But that's
your
good.
thing.
That's fine. He fucked up his car. I ain't fuck up mine.
No, they scratched your stuff. You got
That's
to charge them
all
for
right.
that.
I don't know. Who was
They
it? I
need,
don't know.
your hitch
but-
need to be painted.
Because if he hit me right here, I should take this off. Because if he hit me, I'm going to be like my back and my neck. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Make that money. Make you safer. Back that shit up, baby. Back it up, back it up, back it up. Alright. Whoa, good. Back that. Alright. Good.
Now, before y'all get on me in the comments, your wife run the shop or you? Or, listen, I'm trying to get my husband to think higher of himself. This is not a hobby shop. This is a professional establishment where we're training employees on how it ought to be done, whether Alex is here or not. And
I've truthfully been struggling with that.
I know, and the first person that needs to do it and know his business in and out and how things ought to be done is him. So you can't skip out on the inspections. Under no circumstances. Okay? But you're gonna get it.
Like I said, I didn't find nothing wrong there, Yukon. I'm gonna start with the tires. I'm gonna do that. And if he's still having issues, I told him to bring it back to me. But I'm not about to chase my tail on it. I think everything was green on that truck. Couldn't find nothing, unless I'm blind today, which I'm not. I got a little treat for you guys. Do you remember the Silverado from last video with the spider in the mass airflow sensor? I cracked it open for you because we got the new one installed. And there it is. Man, it is in there. I can't
Who
even
knew?
pick him out with my hand. Yeah, I wasn't gonna be able to get that. I like spiders, so too bad this one chose the wrong place to live. But we're waiting on another belt authorization for this one. His AC compressor belt is missing. I missed that yesterday because I wasn't focused on the AC. I was focused on the drivability of the truck. My next one is the Chevy Cruze.
Mass airflow sensor fixed the issue, I'm assuming.
What?
It works.
Yes.
now?
Oh, purrs like a kid. No surging, none of that. All my numbers look great. I'm very happy with the outcome. One's very nice. Oh, all right. The Cruze. Let's go check out the Cruze. Customer states that the belt popped. Belt popping, in my experience, is never the case. You either had to go very long distances without changing it and the end of the pop, or a pulley locked up. So the first thing I always do in situations like this is roll all my pulleys, which I'm about to demonstrate, Then the next thing I like to do is do a block test on it. Make sure they didn't blow the head gasket, because I do believe this water pump is driven off the serpentine belt. So, what you got, Jonathan? Okay, do half because we got to take the first one off.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay, what was the first belt?
First belt,
What's the time on it?
the time was about 0.6 points.
Okay, so it's just an hour for both.
An hour both.
Yes, because they want you to include
take
taking
off
off the main belt to get to that belt.
Okay.
Yeah. So take the labor off the first one and just charge for that one. Oh, forgot to mention the other thing. The reason belts pop is because of oil. They can get saturated in oil, and rubber soaks in oil and start deteriorating the rubber. Which that is the case for this one. OMG. Ugh, it's just an oily nightmare down here. The belt was new. Yeah, this belt didn't look that old. Make sure all my pulleys work. Water pump locked up. It's not spinning. Need a water pump. AC compressor spins. Let me check my. Dang, wait a minute. Nope, the water pump may not be locked up because when the belt broke, the idler sprung into the pulley. So this piece right here, which is gonna need a tensioner, has tension on the water pump. So I'm gonna have to remove the idler pulley, the tensioner pulley, I call it idler, tensioner pulley off the water pump pulley so I can spin the water pump. These always have problems with the cam phasers leaking. These are pouring oil. It's just a nice little pole, and it's just dripping down on the belt. They recently replaced the valve cover, thinking that was probably gonna fix the issue of the belt getting all oily, but it didn't. Here's another common oil leak on these. The oil cooler, like it's pouring some oil. It's all oily down in this region right here. Let me see, can I point it with the laser? Yeah, boom, boom, boom. Somebody has rigged up some cooler lines for the turbo. That's not proper. Yeah, I'm gonna do the sniff test. I'm normally pretty good at smelling combustion gas, but I'm gonna do an official test. I don't smell any combustion gas, but the coolant is low, very low. So, okay, I'm like, it's time to pull this one in. Let's see if the battery is alive.
Y'all remember this Tahoe? It's abandoned. Come to find out, he's got a Title Max lien on it, and they don't want it, we don't want it, and the amount of money it's gonna cost me to file abandonment, it's not worth the truck. So I don't know what we're going to do. Meanwhile, the landlord wants it gone. He said right tow on it and he would tow it, but it's still here, guys. Still here.
I'm very interested to know, eager to know, not interested, if this water pump pulley is locked up. So what I'm doing now is pushing the spring tension off the water pump. So let's see if I can spin this thing.
Hey Jay, is there an inspection on this one? All right, assign it to Alex for me. If you want me to do all your picture mock-ups, I can.
What picture?
On this.
Yeah. I'm gonna get a bigger prop on. Get a bigger prop on real quick. right here. Work.
Do it in.
So the tensioner is cock-sided. That's why the belt keeps popping off. The problem with most mechanics, I see this a lot in my industry, they will be quick to recommend a serpentine belt, but don't change the tensioner. I'm like, come on, man. It's a spring-loaded tensioner. It's designed to be replaced when the belt is replaced. A lot of people don't, so they just throw belts on and the tensioner goes. You don't wasted money. What I think about this car, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably inquiring about cruisers out there. To me, they're like throwaway cars. The Sonics, Cruisers. The reason I say that, because at 100,000 miles, everything goes wrong. I did a video, top 5 problems. I have my wife put in the link if y'all want to check that out. Very good video. The common problems I see in my shop with these engines. And these engines are found in the Buick Encores, the Chevy Trax, Sonics, all kind of stuff. So, yeah. Throwaway cars. So if you really love your car, then just be prepared to dump a lot of money into it at 100,000 miles. Turbos, they start cracking. It's just,
What's the mileage on this one?
I don't know. Because some of this stuff been replaced. So I'm saying about 130. That's my guesstimate.
I'm gonna say 172.
Let's see who's right. Oh my gosh! We was both wrong. Ow! They've been patching on this thing. I feel bad for this little car. 260.
Well, there you go. That defeats your throwaway theory.
But no, that lasts. It's just gonna get on your nerves. The car is literally gonna get on your nerves.
I
in
feel like
repairs.
that's with anything though these days.
No, you get the right car. Perfect example. Good customer of mine just left. I just did her sister car the other day. She had a Buick Encore, and I'm like, "Don't get this car." She got it anyway. Long story short, she spent an arm and a leg into that car. New catalytic converters, new this, new that. Spent thousands on it. And she was like, "Man, forget this car. I'm gonna give it to my sister and do what you said. Go buy a Mazda." Haven't seen her yet. She done since then they had no issues out of that car. She just bring it here for oil change, little knick-knack stuff. Very good car. I think it was a CX-5 or something. Little Mazda SUV. Like this one is, yeah. Probably got a cat code. I was looking for my scanner. There it is. Oh, this is CJ's.
Fancy.
I had to be
Y'all be laying them scanners around like they don't cost thousands of dollars.
they're not laying around. We're in a safe spot.
You think? This is Atlanta. Didn't they just steal Beyonce stuff?
Well, when did they still be unsafe stuff?
You know she was here for a concert. They broke in her somebody's SUV.
No.
Stole unreleased music.
What?
Yeah, man.
That is wild.
They run up in here if they want to. Y'all gotta secure y'all
Run
stuff.
up in here and run right back out. With some legs flying behind them.
Wait, you don't want to drop it.
I know, right? I'm a hard drop. Huh.
Y'all a little bit too careless for me.
A hard drop.
It don't take nothing. If everybody in the front did, somebody snoop back here, grab that and go.
They got GPS tracking on.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let that load in. Meantime, I'm gonna start just do my little pre-check and start writing this car up. She really do love it. I can tell you that much. So the codes that it have is intake temperature sensor and mass airflow sensor codes. Check the readings, the temp readings, and the temp readings are there, but they were like history codes. So I kind of ignored those and went to the current codes. And it had low boost codes. So what I'm doing now is looked at the graph with the engine running. I just shut it off. I gave it a little power break and checked the desire. The desire say 17, and I'm supposed to see 17 on the actual boost pressure. Right now, this is the atmosphere pressure, 14. So that's where it starts from. But the boost pressure is there. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. I'm still gonna have to smoke the system, but I couldn't run the vehicle too long because the belt has popped. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smoke the system and take out this oxygen sensor and shine my inspection camera up in there and take a look at the wastegate flap. I'm gonna see how I find a turbo. I think I got one of these laying around to show you the common failure point. This thing has a lot of miles. It looks like the original turbo, and that crack has probably gotten so large that it's losing boost pressure after the car reaches a certain temperature, losing boost pressure from that turbo where it done cracked. So let me see, can I find that? Show you guys. This is a turbo, not the exact one off the Cruise. I think that one got junked, but the same concept goes. This is a wastegate flap, and around the wastegate you have this casting, and on the Cruises they start splitting, and when that happens, when this is fully closed, the gases won't be, it starts seeping past that hole, and it bypasses the turbine wheel, which is right here, and starts slowing it down just by those little bitty gases passing through. So when this is fully open, it bypasses this wheel, slowing the turbine. When this is closed, all the gases go through this turbine right here, spinning it up thousands of RPM, 100,000 RPMs. And then it has a compressor side on this side. So let's go through a shaft to a compressor wheel. And when this spins also. And out comes boost. So that's how it works in a nutshell. All right. I wasn't going to tell you, but this is going on my bike bag. I need more power.
Yeah, right. Okay. Your bike looking good though, and I'm so happy for you that you had a chance to ride it.
Oh yeah, I went to the Twisties, weekend before last?
Yeah.
Man,
Up in Helen, Georgia.
I had a blast. I've been trying to get to the Twisties forever. It's my first time, and it was what I thought it was gonna be. So much so I enjoyed it. I told my buddy that I rode down there with, I was like, we go to family camp for Labor Day weekend, we should load up the bikes because they got some beautiful riding in Tennessee.
Now, for those people who don't live in Georgia, what's Twisties?
Okay. Curvy roads.
Okay.
So bike riding becomes fun when you can kind of go through the curvy road, leaning. Bike riding gets kind of boring on just straight out, flat out land. Bikes are meant for the twisties. Well, certain bikes. I can't say all bikes because we had a buddy that was riding with us. It was three of us. Damien, I can say his name.
They know Damien.
Yeah, they know Damien. He has a Victory something. It's a cruiser bike. And his buddy had a Harley Davidson V-Rod. And the V-Rod is not made for the twisties at all. It's a muscle bike, a drag bike. So it has this big fat tire in the back. It's made for drag strip or really straight, going fast, straight. Versus my tire, it's much more rounded and thin. you can kind of lean it over. And yeah, that's how it works. Versus him, he had to struggle to lean his bike because the bike kept wanting to upright itself because of the big tire in the back. So he had a hard time. So I can't say all bikes are made for the twisties. Had to correct that.
Well, cars, guns, and motorcycles, folks. That's Alex in a nutshell.
Yes, definitely. I should probably just use my camera. I touched it and yes, it's hot. So I'm gonna have to wait for that to cool down to inspect. I don't think it has a boost leak from the hoses because when I was just power braking it just a few minutes ago, I always listen out for big air hisses. That indicates a boost leak, air coming out, rushing out one of the boost tubes really fast. And I didn't hear that. I just heard a regular turbo noise. So when this puppy cools down, I'm going to shove the camera right up in there and give it a rectal exam.
Bye, babe.
Yeah, gotta put on the gloves. Dang, I can't even pronounce. I'm trying to be funny and messing up my own joke, man.
She says she feels something when she backs up.
Yeah, their back brakes are very thin-ish. It looks like it. I may have to take off the wheel and get a better look. I'll put your camera up there, CJ. It looks thick on this side. I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it. Nice. I think it's a real thin pad. It's uneven pad wear. I think that pad pretty much shot. So anytime I see uneven pad wear, that normally indicates the sliding caliper, the grease is worn out, so it's not sliding easily like it's supposed to. This is a really good customer of mine, and she just got back from a job that I used to work at, and I stopped working there because they was a little too shady for me. And they was like, you need shocks and you need a drive belt. As I explained to the customer, yes, the shocks are old, but they're not leaking. They're still functioning. The drive belt, I just replaced that last year. I'm like, what are y'all doing? So I was like, you don't need none of that. Also, she went there for a vibration at, let's say, 60 miles an hour. They sell her alignment. When I hear vibration, I'm thinking tires out of balance. So let's start with checking the tires. And when I was checking the tires, I noticed the outer edge is very ate up. That normally indicates an alignment issue. Alignment issues always would eat up tires and cause the vehicle to pull. Rarely ever cause a vibration. The outside supposed to look like this inside. You see how it's nice and thick tread here, but on the outside it's bald. So that tire is messed up. And when I was out looking at the tires, I discovered she recently struck a curb. And that's the problem. It threw off the balance, the wheel balance. So she was like, yeah, check my tires. They was like, oh yeah, your tires are good. So further checking everything, it's like, we can just go on eBay and just order some tires. They're normally like $200, $300 off of eBay. I was like, before I order these tires, let me check the door jamb. I said, yeah, I see 205 6016 right here. So I ran out there, checked the door jamb before she hit the order button, and lo and behold, these ain't even the right tires for this vehicle. She's supposed to have 215 60 16s. Man, that's like y'all supposed to specialize in tires. Y'all literally sell tires. I was gonna call them out, but I'm gonna leave them alone.
Let's just say it's a big box. And it's the exact location you used to work
The
for.
exact one, and I stopped working there for that shady reason. What they used to do is we'll pull a real bad. I was gonna say blad. What is blad?
Oh
You
no.
gotta come down.
We in your way? We sorry.
They used to pull. We used to get fluid samples, and we'll save the worst looking fluid sample, and just save it. And for every customer come in, let's just say transmission fluid, we'll save the blackest transmission fluid. and we'll just go up. They'll go up to customers and be like, "Hey, this is your transmission fluid. You need it. Look how black it is compared to the new one, because they have the new transmission fluid in a little valve, and they have the supposed to be sample from your vehicle in the other valve side by side." And oh man, when they told me, oh, I had to do that, I was like, it's time to find another job. I was like, this is wrong. This is dirty. This is crooked. So look for another job, because that wasn't right. Now I don't know if they still doing that. That was a couple of decades ago.
Yeah,
Literally.
We,
2.
you're not that old, are you?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Unfortunately.
Wait a minute.
I was.
That's like almost 2 decades ago.
Yes. That was 2 decades ago. I was there.
No.
08.
So you're 3 years shy, because it's 2025.
Okay. Almost 2 decades. I was there 08.
Yes. Who had a baby, and it's our first apartment.
Oh yeah. Yeah, because Zaria was
You used
the
to have
one.
to ride the bike. Yeah.
They used to call me BMX. Because the car broke down or something
Look,
happened.
wait. Another job called him Danielson. Have you ever seen Karate Kid? Maybe you're too young. Like, not the one with.
The old one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like a mixed version of Danielson.
This is an example of a leaking shock. It's when the hydraulic fluid start pouring out the shock, and it'll leave this oily residue behind. And at the very base, where it runs, it's going to run down with gravity, of course. You have this big cake of build-up dirt. And this is what a worn shock looks like. It will not come back up by itself, and it'll have a bad spot in it. Well, it's coming back up, this one is, but this one has a bad spot in it. When I initially go down, it drops really fast, and it don't supposed to do that. It's supposed to be like control. Let me see, can I demonstrate it? I'm pulling it back up now. All right, let's see. Yeah, it drops really quick. I don't supposed to be able to push it very fast down on it. That's the reason it's not controlling rebound. Yeah, so these shocks are done. I'm able to just really push down really quick. But this one, yeah, that's just bad. My example is not going my way, but this one does drop. You will have to feel it to know what I'm talking about. It has a really good free spot in it. Did you see that on camera? Let's see.
I don't know.
It ain't doing it no more.
Hopefully y'all seen it.
I don't know.
You know what I was focused on?
What?
I was looking at my shoes and looking at yours.
Ain't nothing wrong with my shoes. My shoes fresh to clean.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. CJ got on the right shoes. Now he finna try to hurry up and go switch them, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I caught you. I caught you.
What you talking about? You caught me.
Mm-mm. You ain't gonna pull one over on me.
These are the same shoes. I was adjusting them. You
Oh.
colorblind. Y'all colorblind on the other end of the screen. Y'all did not see green. It was black
How
the
you
whole
know it
time.
was green?
I'm just assuming because colorblind people can't
Man,
really dis-
goodbye.
I know I said I was going to stop taking engines, but I've done an engine for this gentleman before. And, you know, he's here again, so I just couldn't say no.
Different car, of course.
Yes, different car, not the same one. So, the car of course is that black Equinox up front. And the engine is locked on his car. And what most likely happened is the timing chain failed and the guide pieces got stopped up in the pickup. It'll completely wipe out an engine. So they sent this one, and you guys know me. I always, if I can, if it's easy, it's gonna take a lot of extra, I will pull the components that's necessary to find the common failure points of anything. So that's what I did on this one. I ripped off the valve cover, and yes, we have a failed guide piece right here. It's supposed to be a plastic shim piece right here, and it doesn't completely went through the engine. There's a piece right there, just a little small piece. Let me see, can I hit it with the laser beam? See it? I don't see any other pieces. So most likely I fell to the bottom of the pan and got caught up in the oil pickup. Then when this piece breaks, it creates a lot of slack and it bangs. So I can see some scoring underneath here where it just happened. Maybe about 10,000, somewhere around 10.
Oops.
Oh, my bad. Somewhere around 10,000 miles ago, looking at the scoring tissue that was left where the chain's been banging around. And you can see the chain is real glossy on the top as well. But when this goes, then this tensioner goes. So that's how I know it's really fresh, because this tensioner hasn't broken. It's a black tensioner down in here. See, can I hit it with the laser beam? You see it? Can you see the laser? Let me turn off the light. That don't help. Let me dim the light.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna hit it with the laser beam.
Where are you shining? Oh, down. I see it now.
That tensioner breaks. And that's when it really starts flopping around, and that's when you're in danger of jumping time, which these engines do. And when they do jump time, it wipes out all the valves. So I think this engine came from Weaver. I let them know the process, what it's going to take extra to put a new chain on it and dig all the pieces out the engine. It was like, well, we don't want to do that. We're going to send another one. Now, I was telling Jonathan at the front desk, I was like, most likely it's going to be the same thing. I guarantee you, all these engines at around 100,000 miles wipe out timing chains. Guaranteed to. So yeah, y'all stay tuned on that. When I get the next one, we're going to break it down together and see if I'm right or wrong. I don't mind being wrong. It's just a fun little game, guys.
Question: whether it comes with an intact timing chain, should we at least offer the customer to put a fresh one on there?
He did.
And what did he say?
The people gonna take some of the cost or whatever, but they're afraid of.
No, I'm talking about,
engine.
let's say they send a replacement engine and the timing chain looks fine.
Oh,
it's a miracle.
I got you.
Should we at least
Yes,
allow the
because
customer to approve a decline?
That covers our back. Because nothing is guaranteed on these things. It can look fine. Prime example. We sold a car, a Buick Regal, to a particular person that was just up here talking with me. I'll say I did inspect the chain. All the guys, everything looked great. Sold it to her maybe about 6-7 months later, started having timing chain problems. So nothing is guaranteed on these things, and I ended up having to put a chain on it before it destroyed itself. So smart move on their part, yeah, but I don't think they understand the concept of you're gonna send another one and it's most likely gonna be the same problem.
As long as we COA, cover our
Yep, that's it.
fleet.
That is the thing for this year. Cover our. Yeah. All right, I got the oxygen sensor out for you guys and gals. Well, we're gonna look at this together. I also did a pressure test off camera, and we're leaking coolant in several different places. One, which is obvious, is right here, the cooler line for the turbocharger. It's got a really bad kink in it, so it's really not doing its job in cooling the turbo down. Just pouring out. Like, I don't think the connector is tight or whatever the case may be, but this is not the proper line. This is not right way, so I'm gonna recommend the proper turbo cooler lines. And over here, it looked like they just replaced the thermostat housing, but it's pouring. I probably should hook it up, huh, babe?
If you want to, sweetie.
Y'all just take my word for it. It's just coming from all around the seams. It's not making a good gasket surface. I mean, it's not making a good gasket seal on the surface of the engine. So, the moment we all been waiting for. Does this car needs a turbocharger due to the fact that the housing, the cast housing has cracked? Me personally, I think it does. This is where experience really comes in as a mechanic, where you can kind of jump straight to the problem versus beating around the bush. Y'all seen on the last video, I kind of beat around the bush on this one because I wasn't too familiar what was going on. And I tried to use my experience, but that failed me, so I had to revert back to the mass airflow sensor when I found the spider. So let's get this turned on, and I'm looking for a big crack by the wastegate. Let's shove this up in here. Let's see. I already see it. Bam. Ooh, she's cracked bad. So there's the wastegate flap. We have a big, massive crack. I haven't seen one this bad in a long time. Normally it stops about right here. But it's going all the way down to the edge. This whole turbocharger is cracked, the housing. So this bad boy is gonna need a turbocharger to fix that underboost code, because it's just, the boost is bypassing, the exhaust gases are bypassing the turbine wheel. All right, let me finish writing that up, and I think this was a job well done. I'm not gonna be able to fully inspect it because I can't run it. I am gonna do a block test in a little bit, but I have to go and get some lunch. We're drained. I don't know about you, babe, but I'm like,
I actually ate breakfast.
I was the Energizer Bunny running around, but now
And
my
you
batteries
don't?
done ran low.
I'm telling you, if you eat breakfast, you'll be okay.
Oh yeah, of course, I agree with you.
A cup of coffee is not breakfast.
I agree.
Listen, man, we is knocking at 40.
No, speak for yourself, baby. I'm 20.
I mean, if you want to be.
But good people, this is gonna wrap this video up. I really appreciate you guys. As always, Alex Car Doctor House. See you guys on the